SwoleBenji here. Today I'm going to show you how to build houses on your guild island, which will let you have laborers which you can use to amplify your income if you're a gatherer, or some extra side hustle if you are a dungeon chad. Follow the on-screen instructions on how to transfer silver to your other character without incurring a buying and selling gold fee. So to do this, you already want to have at least 11 to 12 million silver on you before you even bother doing this, and your own personal island. So that means don't do this until you have premium running in your own island. You're going to use a crafting bench and then deposit the money that you're going to give to your alts. Alright, and then when you're on your alts, just follow the on-screen instructions. It's pretty simple. You also, every time you claim the bench as an alt, you have to give access back to your other characters all over again. But luckily, you just use copy to clipboard, and it makes it really simple. Now, when I say to deposit the amounts on screen and then withdraw 337,500, that is at a 0% like charge, because in the game there's like a global discount. So you will have some leftover money, but the global discount is always different, so I calculated it based on having no global discount at all. Pretty simple stuff. So this video is to have 3 characters with a tier 2 guild island, which you don't need premium for, so I'm doing this on my secondary account. So I'm giving all 3 characters on a different account 337,500, which will let them buy the island and then upgrade it to tier 2. And have a little bit of change left over, just a small amount, not much, not anything that means anything. Now, the reason you want to have laborers is because it's free money. If you have like 10 million silver just sitting on your account not making you money, you're kind of losing out. So the sooner you do this, the better. But don't make it a priority. And it also helps if you have a house to place down a chest. I'm using a tier 5 chest in a tier 5 house because you want to have a lot of carry weight to put stuff into your chest, obviously. And I don't know why I gave access to everybody there, but I'm doing the construction on my main just to make it simple. So here's the shopping list. This is for 3 tier 2 guild islands. You're going to need 10,800 rough logs, but you can only buy 9,999 at a time. You want to use a buy order to make this much faster. So if you've never done a buy order before, which you should have by now, the price that you put for your buy order isn't what you're paying, it's what you're paying up to. So if there's a cheaper listing than what you typed in, it will buy all the cheaper listings first. And this is the fastest way to buy it, rather than buying a stack of 999 at a time. You just buy everything up to the price that you've set. And then I'm checking my total buy and sell order page to make sure that my buy order bought all of the materials I need without me having to count in my inventory. So you're going to need a lot of carry weight for this. You're going to want to have a backpack, shoes. You know, I'm using tier 8.3 with the carry weight. I'm using a ghost boar with the carry weight. You could use an ox, but I didn't have one on hand. So, and then I'm just going to run back and forth from the auction house and deposit my items into the chest. And the materials are about, total cost of the materials are about like 9 million. The cost of making the islands themselves are about 1 million. It's like a 10.3 million, I think, investment. Alright, so you're going to need 1,080 rough stone. Now, this is where I messed up. At the top of the screen, I say that you need 4,380 limestone, sandstone, travertine, and granite. That's incorrect. It's 4,320. I messed up on my notes, and I overbought by 60. So, the cool thing about all this is you can always sell it back. It's not really like you're losing money. And if for some reason down the road, like you just don't like laborers, you don't like dealing with houses, you just don't want to mess with it anymore, you can deconstruct the houses and the guild halls that you're going to build and get most of your materials back to resell. And if you look at the prices from a year ago or 2 years ago, building materials were a lot cheaper back then. So this is kind of like an investment too. Like, say a year from now I get sick of having houses and I deconstruct everything, well, the prices are only going to go up. So If anything, I'm going to be making money just building these houses in the very long run. Alright? Yeah, 4,320. And there's a reason you want to get to tier 5. With a tier 5 house, you can have tier 5 laborers, which will have 150% bonus to tier 4 activities. Which means 1 laborer is like having 1.5 laborers. Alright, now if you have like a blacksmith, a tinkerer, or a fletcher, they don't quite get 150%. I think it's 130%. It's still really good though. Now you're going to need furniture for your houses, alright? So for 3 guild islands with tier 2, that's 3 housing plots and 1 guild hall, you need 72 total beds and 18 tables. The reason you use beds and tables is because you have to make your laborers happy, and the happier your laborers are, the more work you get out of them. So if you put them in a house with no tables and no beds, they're only going to work at like maybe 80-70% efficiency, which is how many items you get returned. Like for instance, a tier 4 laborer on average will give you 72 resources back at 150% happiness. But at 80, that would be like what, 30 something? So you wouldn't be getting your money's worth for the journals. Now, these are generalist trophies, tier 2, 3, 4, and 5. These also increase your laborers' happiness. So you're going to want to fill your houses and guild halls with them. I'll explain exactly how many you need for each one later in the video. But for now, you're buying the general ones because all laborers benefit from the general ones, and they stack with the specialized ones. For instance, if you have a mercenary laborer, which I don't recommend, then you would want mercenary trophies along with generalist trophies.
My pleasure.
So, here's the total materials that you need in case you just skipped around in the video. It's all on the screen here. This will completely furnish and build 3 islands, level 2, 3 level 2 guild islands. It's 9.3 million in materials when I bought this. Now, one thing I didn't mention about the tables and the beds is you can actually go and craft them, but because I'm in Bridgewatch, there is no wood. So it's actually just, I don't know, it's a hassle for me to have to craft them all. Now here's how you donate, or I'm sorry, yeah, you deposit your silver into your guild bank account so you can buy the island. It's all on screen, just follow the instructions. And then here's the island merchant in Bridgewatch. It's like a little, little tree with a little island, and you want to go to the guild island icon there and buy a guild island. You want to make sure that you buy the guild island in the area that you want. So if you're going to specialize in making bows, you want to be in Limhurst. If you're specializing in making plate helmets, you want to be in Fort Sterling, etc. I like Bridgewatch because I specialize in potions right now. I'm going to specialize in crossbows later. And Bridgewatch is the place to be to craft crossbows. But that's going to be way down the line, like months from now, because I don't have the funds to supplement it right now. So for whatever reason, when you have the guild islands, you need to give access to your alts. And the thing we copied earlier to the clipboard doesn't work here, so you have to manually type it all out, then save it, and then copy it to clipboard, and it will work for your other characters. I wanted to make sure to put this in because people will do it, the game will give you an error, and then they'll be asking me in the comments. So here's the amount of resources you need per island. 3,600 rough logs, 360 stone, 1,440 of each of the tiers of stone blocks. You don't want stone, you want blocks, by the way. 24 beds and 6 tables, and 8 trophies of each tier. Now, I can barely move. I'm using a tier 8 bag, tier 8.3 boots, and a ghost boar. And I'm at 190 something %. I can't really see, it's a little blurry on my screen. But here's how to build the house. You press H, click that house tab, you click the guild hall tab. You want to make sure you build the guild hall on your big space here, because this is worth 5 houses, right? Now, the cool thing about a guild hall compared to a house is it's a little cheaper on furniture. You don't need as many tables as you would if you did it for 5 houses. So just follow the on-screen instructions on how to upgrade your house. Just click this little scroll on the wall and you click upgrade. Pretty simple. Hit begin. Click the little plus symbols to throw in the materials, and poof, there it goes. Very good, very simple. And you're going to be doing this for all of your islands. It does take time. I think the total time for me starting recording this video to the end was like 3 or 4 hours. You could probably do it faster if you aren't distracted. It's something to use your money on. I had 28 or 9 million when I started this video. And down the line, this is going to make that money back. Depending on the laborers I choose or the economy. It'll take time, but it's better than just sitting in my account. I wasn't going to spend it on anything anyway. So here's the housing plots. They build the same way. Same exact way. You just click upgrade. You click the resources there. Very simple stuff. And then here in a bit, I'll show you how to furnish them and how much furniture you need in each one so you can maximize your laborer's happiness. Now, I won't be going over laborer details in this video. That's for another video. And that's a whole mountain of math. Okay, so for guild halls, you want 3 tables, okay? So a guild hall can hold 15 laborers. A table has 6 chair spots. So that means one table can make up to 6 laborers happy, right? Now, because it can hold 15 laborers, you need 15 beds, because laborers don't want to share beds with each other. That would just be weird. So the way it works is, with 3 tables, you've maximized your table happiness. With 15 beds, you've maximized their bed happiness. And you'll need 5 of each trophy, because 1 trophy will make 3 of them happy. And here's what a completed house looks like. It's got all the beds down, it's got the trophies down. And then here is one of my houses with mercenary laborers. You can see the mercenary trophies there, like bordering the outside. You can see the laborers. You can give them journals and they'll bring me back money. There's their happiness. I can go over more of this in another video. So for houses, it's 1 table. They have 6 seats, but you can only put 3 laborers into a house, right? And the reason you need tier 5 tables for a tier 5 house is because if you have a tier 5 laborer, they will not be happy with a tier 4 table. And the reason you want to go straight to tier 5 is so that you're not constantly buying and selling lower tiers of beds and tables. But for the trophy journals, you need to have all the tiers. You can't just put tier 5 and be good. You need tiers 2 through 5 because they all stack on happiness. And here's a house with some mercenary laborers, and you could put other furniture too, like a founder's certificate. Thanks for watching. The most recent donation was from Stad, $50. He says, play Albion. Hell yeah, man, let's play Albion. And then Jay donated $3. He was asking for the hacks from the Onslaught WoW video. You have to go to Onslaught's Discord if you want their hacks. I don't have them. You gotta go there. You gotta like trick them into letting you in their inner circle. It's stupid. It's silly. Anyway, I appreciate the donations, lads. You guys are Chad Stad, the Chad donator. Alright. Links in the description. If you want to donate, you can also join the Discord if you have any questions. And I'll see you in the next video. You guys are based and red-pilled. Be a bro and stay swole.